Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and today's video is going to be on this NewJeans bubblegum inspired makeup. I recently watched their comeback bubblegum music video and I loved the makeup. From a first glance, I feel like the makeup doesn't look like anything special, but if you actually look at it, the base is very flawless, blurred, almost like a hazy memory type of feeling, which is what I think they were trying to capture with this look. As you can see, I also was inspired by Danielle's hair today, which I will also show you how I did. And I partnered up with Cleo to show you how I get these my lashes but better type of lashes. So if you want to get ready together, then just keep watching. Eye makeup's very simple today. I'm gonna use the Cleo Sharp So Simple waterproof liner in vanilla beige, like this milky brown color. We're gonna use this to contour the eyes. It doesn't look like there's much eyeliner. There may be like a little on the outer corner and then in the waterline. And then I'm gonna take a darker brown pencil. This is the Sharp So Simple brown liner. You can see here, it's a lot darker. And we're gonna use this very close to the waterline. And then I'm gonna fill in the waterline. Next, let's do lashes. The thing I love about NewJeans' lashes is that they're very wispy and natural looking, but you can tell there's a little bit of lengthening to it. So we're not gonna do lashes today, we're gonna use only mascara. And to get a curl like this, you have to curl your lashes in 3 sections. So taking your eyelash curler, put it as close to your eyelid as possible, and then clamp it down, pump it a few times, and then release, and then twist it up like this so that it gets the center, release, and then do the very top. Do you see how the lashes have like a C curl now? You can see it from the front rather than it pointing down. Next, I'm using the Cleo Kill Lash Superproof Mascara in number 2 volume curling. I've mentioned the long curling one in a lot of my previous videos. This Kill Lash line is one of my favorites, but this is one of the most lightweight volumizing mascaras I've ever tried. Most volumizing mascaras are super heavy, so they either start looking clumpy or they make your lashes droop, which, you know, smudges onto the lower lash line. The Kill Lash line does not do that. Even if you apply multiple coats, the lashes will stay curled. I like the volume curling one because it gives your lashes more of like a natural volume, but if you want more extreme volume, they have an extreme volume version. Usually you can tell the purpose of a mascara by its wand. Thicker ones usually coat your lashes in more product, so they make your lashes look a lot thicker, and then usually with like a curved wand like this, it helps with keeping your lashes curled. I will say though, a major difference between these two is that the extreme volume one is a tubing mascara, which if you hate the process of mascara removal, that might be a huge pro for you. Tubing mascaras coat the entire lash like it's an actual tube of a mascara around your lashes, so when you remove it, you just need to swipe it with like warm water and it comes off super easily. Also, if you want to try any of these mascaras, now's a really good time to try them. Cleo's doing a Mother's Day promotion on Amazon, so make sure to click the link in my description box to check it out. Next, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna use my Fazio mascara to lighten them, and then I'm gonna pinch the end of the brows like that. At the front, I want the brows to be a little bit more defined, so I'm going to use my Unleashia eyebrow gel. Just coat some hairs at the front and then press it down. Rhode Peptide lip tint to prep my lips. This is the shimmery one. It's called Jelly Bean. Honestly, these remind me a lot of the lip smackers. The smell reminds me so much of those. Next, I'm applying SPF, of course, the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel. I actually let my mom try a lot of the sunscreens that I get in PR because usually they send like multiple, and this one has been her favorite recently because it's like so good under makeup. So when I was analyzing these photos from the NewJeans bubblegum music video, the main focus of all of their makeup looks is it's super matte. It looks relatively natural because the eyes are so light, but the base makeup seems to be very full coverage. So to get like that super flawless base, I'm gonna be using color corrector today. This is the Daisy Concealer Palette in shade number 2, medium cover. They have 2 versions of this palette, and this is the darker one, which I found really works well for me. I'm gonna be using the green shade first under my eyes. I've tried color correctors before, but it wasn't warm toned enough. It was like such a blue green and it was so pale that it just did not look good on me. But this palette works really well. It's like so natural. And then for around my mouth, I used this dark salmon shade. I feel like in film makeup, like when they're supposed to be wearing no makeup, they're always wearing a little bit of makeup, right? And I feel like this is what they use to make it look more natural, because I feel like you could not tell if I walked out like this that I was wearing makeup. I know demi makeup was trending on TikTok for a while, where it's like hyper realistic makeup. Just using something like this could give you that look. Next, to get that super flawless base, I'm using the Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion in 21 and Ivory. I decorated mine with stickers. This is probably one of my favorite cushion foundations ever, just because it's so full coverage and it's not greasy. Like, a lot of cushion foundations are so greasy. One thing to note about this though is that it does oxidize. So you want to pick a shade that's like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your neck. Right now it doesn't look too pale on me, but it is a little lighter than my neck. It will oxidize to eventually be the exact same shade as my neck. My main thing that I hated about cushion foundations in the past is that usually it feels like you need to touch them up throughout the day, right? I feel like something about the oils, it like messes up the texture and then you need to keep on like blending it out. But I can tell that this one's not greasy because it doesn't mess up when you apply powders on top of it. A lot of cushion foundations, like especially the more like dewy glass skin ones, they get so patchy whenever you like try to set them with powders, but this one doesn't. So you can either keep like this dewy finish, or you could still get that soft matte finish that I really like. Look at this finish. It looks so skin-like. I'm gonna apply a little bit of concealer. We don't need like too much because I feel like this is already a lot of coverage, but I want to make sure the under eyes are super bright. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, of course. And then I know this is gonna kill the dewy girls, but we're gonna have to set everything to make it like a soft matte finish. I like how they kept everything very blurred for this music video. It's like a very nostalgic type of vibe. Now you can see it's super full coverage, but it's not getting patchy. It's so smooth, especially my nose area, which is where I usually struggle with. Next, we're gonna do blush, and I really wanted to try this blush that I got in Japan. It's from a Korean brand, I think, Ferencos. It comes with like this little sponge thing. It's so cute. This is the Bare Blusher in number 5, Lovelorn. I'm just gonna stamp it in. This is such a pretty shade. I will need to use a smaller brush. I'm gonna blend it into the under eyes. And then going back to the eyes, we're gonna add in some eye details. I'm gonna be using my Clio Angel Me at Home palette, taking the darkest shade and applying that on the outer corner. And then on the lower lash line, using this lighter brown shade. And then in the same palette, I'm gonna take this like nudish shade and then apply that right here. Let's take the Volume Curling Mascara again. I feel like I need more under eye blush, so I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques 100 brush. Also, I want to quickly mention, I think these are the exact color contacts that Danielle's wearing in this photo. I think NewJeans is an Olens ambassador, and I'm very familiar with the Olens contacts. So I looked through my collection, and these look very similar, right? If not the exact same. So the ones I used are Olens Scandy One Day Olive. Next, I'm gonna contour. I wanna create like the effect of a longer nose. And then I'm gonna apply some highlighter on the tip of the nose. And then along the bridge. I feel like I need to add more under eye blush. This under eye blush is sort of like a signature for the NewJeans makeup look. Yes, it looks a lot better. Moving on to the lips, I'm gonna remove the excess lip balm since we're doing matte lips. The lips here are very soft. So I'm gonna start with my ColorGram All-in-One Over Lip Maker in Cool Pink. I'm gonna take the brown side, which is like the contouring pencil side, and just create the lip shape. And then I'm taking the pink side, going over the corners of the lips. I'm actually gonna use my Holika Clay Rose liner. I feel like it needs to be a little softer. And then for the matte lip color, I'm using the Fui Blurry Pudding Pot in the shade B. I might have to mix this with something else because it's very orange. I love the texture of this, like, look how it just blurs out. I'm just gonna tap and then apply. I'm gonna blend in a little bit of the shade O, which is a pink shade. I feel like the center needs to be a little bit darker. Let's use the shade Feelin'. And then I'm just gonna contour the lips one last time. I want the lips to be a little bit darker in the center, so I'm gonna be using Rare Beauty Elevate Lip Cream in the center. Next, I'm gonna add on some of Danielle's signature face molds. I'm using my Lancome Ultra Precise Waterproof Liner in the shade number 2, Matte Syrup Brown. I'm using a pencil liner to blend out the edges, and then also to create lighter molds. Okay, next we're gonna do the hair. I already sprayed in my heat protectant. This is the IGK Good Behavior 4-in-1 prep spray. It has up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit heat protection. I'm gonna separate my hair into two. I think she has a middle part. So initially I was thinking that her curls look really tight, but actually it looks almost like a 1-inch wand. So I think we can use like a 1/2 to 1-inch wand, but with really small sections, this small. And you'll notice I'm keeping all of the hair pretty tight together. We're not spacing it out across the entire wand because we want it to be more coily. For the middle to top layers, you want to take small sections like this, take your wand and hold it horizontally. Don't like go like this. Hold it like this and then start wrapping it and make sure that it's all in one section. Like don't spread it out. Keep it all very tight. You want it to be held like this so that the curl at the base is more voluminous. For example, if you were to hold it like this, you see how it just like droops from the start, whereas up here is already like super curly from the top. And then it goes like in the same uniform pattern. And then we're gonna tease some of the layers. You see how this area is pretty flat? So I'm gonna take like a few strands and then just curl them at the very top, like that. I tied a ribbon to match the photo, and this is the complete look. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you liked me, remember to follow me on all my social media, which will be linked in the description box down below. Also, thanks again to Clio for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out any of the Clio products I used today, remember to check out their Mother's Day promotion on Amazon, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!